So, of course, Shedeur Sanders is not throwing at the NFL Combine. There's been a lot of outrage about this, but we've seen this time and time again. We've seen this trend before. Top QBs, top players in general, usually do not participate in drills at the Combine. And people can say, well, guys don't want to compete, guys are afraid. It's not even that. Just, you got to realize, it's all about control. As a quarterback, you're at the Combine throwing to receivers you've never really thrown before, so you don't really have chemistry, you don't really know the guy's tendencies. Coaches are putting you in positions where you're not really familiar with or you're not comfortable with, even though that's part of the reason why you have the Combine, to see how these guys react on the fly. At the same time, you got to remember, this is a job interview. You want to do the best you can. So why do it there where if you have the privilege like Shedeur, because he's a top-rated guy in this year's draft, he can control, some of the stuff that most players couldn't control, and he can do it in his own environment. And by him throwing at Colorado, he can run a concept that he's most comfortable with. He can throw it to his receivers, so the chemistry, the timing, everything's on point, and that way he can look the best. But you got to remember, this stuff only works if you're already a high-rated prospect. If you're a guy like a Kyle McCord, a Jackson Dart, or a guy who's really a mid-round to late-round projected guy, you have to go through the Combine. You have to do this test and that test. If you're a guy like Shedeur Sanders, Cam Ward, Ashton Jennings, and some other guys who are rated in the first round, you can kind of have more leeway as far as what you want to do, where you want to work out, and how things go. And so the whole narrative about, guys not wanting to compete and things like that, that's so false, because those guys competed for 4 years in college. It's just about control. These guys are interviewing for a job. It's big money at stakes. Every time a pick goes by, there's less and less money on the table. So you guys want to do the best they can.